What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Phasmophobia Beginner's Guide. Today we're going to be covering all of the spawnable on-site equipment that's in Phasmophobia. We'll be covering the bone evidence, the VooDoo Doll, and the Ouija board. If you're new to the channel, we talk about and play everything VR related, so if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. As always, timestamps for each section will be in the description below, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So today is all about on-site equipment. This isn't about any of the equipment that you can purchase. If you want to see that, I covered that in a previous video. So first off for the day is the bone evidence. So the bone evidence is the little bone that you usually will see lying around on the ground in all of the maps. The bone will always spawn, but it sometimes can be really difficult to find, but it is a good payoff. In big maps, it tends to be in open areas, and then in smaller maps, it usually tries to stay pretty well hidden on carpets and in cabinets and things like that. But again, it's well worth the search. The rewards for the bone will vary on the difficulty that you're on. Something to keep in mind whenever you find the bone is to take a picture of it before you pick it up. It will give you extra cash and XP, and it's very much so well worth it. So, as always, be sure to do that. I'll put the rewards for the bone for each difficulty on the screen while I read it, as well as in the description. So for the amateur, taking a picture of the bone gives you a $5 reward and an XP, and grabbing the bone will give you $10 and 10 XP. For intermediate, taking a picture of the bone will give you $10 and then 10 XP, and then grabbing the bone will give you $20 and 20 XP. For professional, taking a picture of the bone will give you $15 and 15 XP, and grabbing the bone will give you $30 and 30 XP. So that's it for the bone, pretty quick and easy. Again, it doesn't work as a tool or anything, but as you've seen, it gives you a pretty good payout. So be sure to always look for it, and don't forget to take a picture when you find it. So that's it for the bone, let's move on. Next up is something that's similar to the bone, where taking a picture of it will give you more money. But differently from the bone, this won't give you any money by taking it with you at the end of the mission. And that, of course, is the VooDoo Doll. But quite often there will be more than one doll in the locations, and when you grab each doll and find it, you can take a picture of each individual doll and you'll get more money. The dolls only spawn at Grafton Farmhouse and Bleasdale Farmhouse, nowhere else at all. So if you're anywhere else, don't bother looking for the doll, because it won't be there. Another thing with the doll is if you toss it on the ground and it moves in any direction at all, take a picture of it right after it's done moving, because that will count as interaction evidence and give you more cash at the end of your mission. It's been thought and kind of rumored to be dragged towards the ghost room whenever it's being dragged, and people have thought about that, and I've thought about that, but apparently there has been nothing really to confirm it, and all of the times that I've at least thrown it as well, it has not gone even close to the direction of the ghost room, so don't rely on that. It's probably not something that actually happens, but just take a picture after it moves, you'll get more money. And that is the VooDoo Doll, very similar to the bone, except no use, and you don't get any money from it by taking it with you, unless you just like dolls. Then you might like it. It's kind of creepy, but it's your life. You do it. If you've made it this far in the video and enjoy it so far, consider subscribing. I post twice a week, all about VR and Phasmophobia. Now last of all, and most importantly of all, I feel like, is the Ouija board. This one will take a little bit for me to explain, but I'll have text on the screen for all of the things that I'm saying, and all of the sayings that you can ask through the Ouija board, and I will also be leaving all of those sayings and everything in the description below. So the Ouija board is able to spawn on every single map, but it only has a 50% chance of spawning on each playthrough. The Ouija board, of course, is used to communicate with the ghost. It's pretty well hidden on each map. If you want to know where it spawns on each map, I have covered that on every single Maps Explained video that I have done for Phasmophobia. So if you're looking for a specific map, just find that in my playlist, and I will already have talked about where the Ouija board spawns there. The drawback with the Ouija board is the sanity hits that you take when you get a successful answer through the Ouija board from the ghost. The only ghost that will not drop your sanity, surprisingly, is a demon. So if you get an answer from the board and your sanity does not go down a lot, there's a super good chance that you're dealing with a demon if you already didn't know that somehow, because they're assholes. The other big drawback with using the Ouija board is by angering the ghost. If the Ouija board question fails, the board will turn off and the lights will flicker. Whoever asked the question, their sanity will take a 40% hit. If this happens on a lower difficulty while the prepping phase is still going on, the phase will end prematurely and you'll be vulnerable to a hunt, so keep that in mind. Now for the questions, there are a total of 5 different categories. For all of these, I'll read out the category name and I will have all of the questions that you can ask listed on the screen as well, again, on the description. First off are the victim questions. Next up are the age questions. Gonna throw you for a loop here. Death questions. Second to last are room questions. And last of all are location questions. So that's it for all of the on-site spawnable equipment. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this and more VR gameplay and guides like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I also stream live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. And we also have a Discord where we discuss everything VR and flat screen gaming related, and I just talk to you and play games with you and hang out. So if that sounds fun to you at all, I have an invite link in the description below. I'd love to see you there and talk to you. If you have anything else that you want me to cover on Phasmophobia or anything else VR related for that matter, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Alrighty everyone, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.
I can just talk to your... Can you hear me?
Shut up. Fuck. That was a revenant right there.
Did I call it?
I had to be. Jesus Christ. I was running away. That was fucking revenant.